Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Cable 7's broadcast of 2007 WPIAL Girls Volleyball, featuring tonight the homestanding Panthers of Upper St. Clair and the Blue Devils of neighboring Mount Lebanon. This is the opening salvo of game number one of this best-of-5 set. My name's Kevin McGahey. My videographer all night will be Trevor McGahey, and it's our pleasure to bring you this Section 5 contest. I'll get the lineup set in just a minute here, but right now, you'll hear some familiar names. Emily Muller, number 18, this junior middle hitter, gets first blood for the Panthers and the first kill of the night. And the Panthers open up an early 1-0 lead. But there's a long way to go in these contests. Games are played to 25. You have to win them by 2, and it's the best of 5. Senior jump serving Katie Kennedy with that serve. It does what it's supposed to, dives as it gets right over that net. From the back row, there's junior Nina Camacho. Left-handed number 6 for Mount Lebanon. It comes right back. Caitlin McGahey that time with one that's dug out of there from the back line. Stephanie Jones this time from the right side, blocked right back and kept alive. Nice dig by Katie Kennedy to keep that ball alive. Not much power. Katie Kennedy with another nice dig. Alex Corey that time had a good whack at it. But that's senior Andrea Duval with that powerful strike. That attack works for a kill. And the match is 1-1. Back to Emily Muller. Way up high. That overpass goes right to the net. Comes right back to the Panthers. Set up there high. Caitlin McGahey from the right side. No power from not Lebanon that time. Again, left side now. Stephanie Jones off the tip and out of bounds. Stephanie Jones with her first successful kill of the night. She topped all players with 12 successful kills in the Panthers' last home match last week when they beat another arch rival, Bethel Park. Stephanie Jones, the senior, number 12, with the serve. Alex Corey for the Libero, digging it out to Kate McGahey, into the Montlebo block. Caitlin keeping it alive again. Alex Corey just lofting the ball over that time. Dangerous, but she had the presence of mind to come back with it. And a lift called that time. The net got a piece of that. Disrupted the timing of the Lady Panthers, and sure enough, a lift was called. Side out and point to Montlebo. This will be senior defensive specialist in the Libero. Nope, that's not Lisa Billick. This is number 6. This is Andrea Duval, left-handed with the serve. Nina Camacho off the tip, but successfully held in play by the Blue Devils, number 4. That's junior Sarah Sherman. Nina Camacho again, Sarah Sherman picking it up. And right back from the left side and off the little hand of Nina Camacho. Kill for Sarah Sherman, and it's a 3-2 Lebo lead. Very early, game number 1 of this best-of-5 match. Left-handed serve dug by Alex Corey. Stephanie Jones with the set. So far, the Panthers hit them right to the Blue Devils, whereas right there, Sarah Sherman finds an empty spot in the St. Clair back line. It's a 4-2 Lebo lead. So far, the Panthers are getting good looks and good power, but they're hitting them right to people. They got to find floor space. Sarah Sherman, the junior, with the serve again. Left-handed serve. Nina Camacho off the tip. That time it works. Off the tip, lands right in front of senior in the Libero, Lisa Billick. Nina Camacho with her first successful kill of the night, and the Panthers trail by 1, 4-3. Lebo lead, junior Emily Muller with the serve. Back to the left side, there's Sarah Sherman again into the net. Looked like a Katie Mahenko block. It falls successfully for the Panthers. Katie Mahenko, the senior, with her first successful block for a point of the night. Emily Muller continues with the serve. To the back line and out by a good 2 or 3 feet. A little too much on it. What you want to try to do is get them back there and paint that back line. Fools the back line defense every time it's tried. And the new server for the Mount Lebanon Blue Devils has been our arch nemesis for years now, Catherine Trout, with that serve. Just a little dump shot over the net by Sarah Sherman. Same thing from the Panthers. Somebody was in the net. One of the Panthers, looks like Katie Mahenko, was in the net. and underneath it. That's a net violation, side out, and point to Mount Lebanon. 6-4 Lebo lead. Still early in game number 1. Katie Mahenko that time with power, but long, just long. Had a great look at it. Found an open spot, but it's got to land inside the white paint, and it did not. Catherine Trout continues with the serve. Nina Camacho this time just dumps the shot over the net. Nothing special. Picked up by the Blue Devils. Sarah Sherman up high and over the Kate McGahey, the double Kate block. Kate McGahey, Katie Mahenko. And the Blue Devils now with an 8-4 lead. Blue Devils come in here with a 3-1 match record already. They have beaten Baldwin, Seneca Valley, and Moon, and lost to North Allegheny, who's very highly rated. Lift called by Stephanie Jones that time. Violation sends that ball right back to the Panthers. 2 lift, 2 violation calls. And Coach Yoko Nagao, yeah, rightly so, takes a quick timeout here. Panthers a little off their rhythm. Not quite the same team we saw play last Thursday against Bethel Park, where the Panthers remarkably came to beat Bethel in 3, a team they had absolutely never beaten before. Now the Panthers have beaten Mount Lebanon. They beat them right here last year. And both these teams are loaded with seniors, 5 starting seniors for each team. It's been a long time we've been waiting. The Panthers have been waiting for this group right here to become seniors and take on some of this exclusive competition, like the Mount Lebanon Blue Devils. And as you can see, they're pretty evenly matched right now. Panthers making a few more mistakes than the Mount Lebanon Blue Devils are. The Panthers just not finding the open spot with the attack opportunities. And Mount Lebanon taking advantage and finding the floor. Right now it's a 5-point lead for Lebo, 9-4. Back set to Caitlin McGahey into the Lebo block, retrieves it again. Now to the left side, Nina Camacho up and over, dug out of there by Sarah Sherman. And from the back row, Steph Jones into the net, no good. 6-point Blue Devil lead at 10-4. Catherine Trout's got a 6-point run going on here. Catherine Trout has served them all. Caitlin McGahey up and into the block. Well, either way, into the block or into the net. It's either 4 hits or a successful Lebo block, and it's 11-4. 7-point Panther lead, and the Panthers are not in rhythm so far. These are pretty much what you call in tennis unforced errors, and there's another one that Katie Mahenko gets under and sails way long. And suddenly it's an 8-point Lebo lead at 12-4. With the Panthers looking pretty helpless to do anything about it yet. I'm sure this is just first game jitters. Little dump serve. Lands right between Katie Kennedy and Steph Jones for an ace for Catherine Trout. I'm sure the Panthers were expecting some power on that. They didn't get it. Now it's a 9-point run for the Devils, Blue Devils. Over by Alex Corey. No power, no opportunity from the back line that time. But there's a quick set on the 2-ball. Dug out of there by Steph Jones and not being able to be controlled by Katie Kennedy. Nice pancake by Stephanie Jones, but the Panthers unable to do anything about it. And that lead is now 10, a 10-0 run for the Blue Devils that the Panthers need to break right here and now. There's that little pop serve again. Low set, didn't get the Panthers any power that time either. Sarah Sherman into the Panther block. Kate McGahey with a nice block that time. Right, comes right back to her and right to a Blue Devil again, and not finding the open spots. Front set to nobody. That set went over Katie Mahenko's head, and Nina Camacho unable to pick it up, and it's a 15-4 Mount Lebanon lead. There's a long serve. Finally, with a service error, that string is broken at 11 in a row. Panthers trail by 10. 15-5 substitution. Number 5, the senior Alex Davin on the floor. Caitlin McGahey taking a seat on the bench. She plays front row. Davin plays back row. Now we'll see if the Panthers can put something together here. The bad news is usually the receiving team has the advantage with first crack at a classic bump set attack like this. Sarah Sherman out of bounds. No tip. Out of bounds way long. Point for the Panthers. 15-6. Panthers trail by 9. Alex Davin once more with the serve. Going backwards, that's kind of what you like to see. Sarah Sherman with nothing on it. Nina Camacho to the setter. Katie Kennedy back set to Katie Mahenko. Dug out of there again by the Blue Devils. And the joust, somebody was in the net. Looks like Katie Kennedy was in the net. Panthers within that net violation sent that side out and served back to the Panthers. Substitution for the Blue Devils, Kelsey Janison, the senior, back on the floor. Anna Sims, number 5, the senior, takes a spot on the bench. Katie Mahenko with the opportunity and the attack and the kill. Finally, the classic good set and kill for the Panthers, something we haven't seen so far yet in game number 1 of this match. Now we got the junior Nina Camacho setting up with the serve. Decent serve handled by the Blue Devils. That overpass goes right to the net. Double hit called. Yeah, that was a nice overpass. Well, nice. It was an overpass by the Blue Devils headed straight to the net, where either the Panthers were going to wallop that thing back down or the Blue Devils were going to have to dig it out of the net, which they attempted to do, but a double hit called a violation. Sends a point to the Panthers. Nina Camacho once again with that serve. To the left side, that will be, well, that was Kelsey Janison, the senior, with that, I guess what you call it, a kill. Not much power on it, but it landed right in front of Stephanie Jones, right in the middle of what you call that donut hole, right in the middle of the court where nobody was standing. And that's back to a 9-point lead for the Blue Devils. Stephanie Jones, that one goes into the donut, but the Blue Devils pick it up nicely. Left-handed from Andrea Duval. Steph Jones off the tip. Back to the net, the short set. A nicely done block for a point by Katie Mahenko, her second of the night. And the appreciative St. Clair home audience shows how much they like that one, but we're getting in dangerous territory here. It's 17-9. 8-point Blue Devil lead. That was senior Katie Mahenko with the serve. Yeah, that one was coming out, roofing called. Yeah, that's sort of like goaltending in basketball. The ball has to have a chance for the referee to see whether it's going to go over the net or not. Katie Kennedy didn't give it that chance, and it's a point and side out once again for the Blue Devils. 18-9, Panthers doubled up here. Stephanie Jones not finding the open spot again, hits it right to the Blue Devils. Andrea Duval, the Steph Jones again off the tip and dug out of there. Andrea Duval again, but no chance for a serious attack. That Katie Kennedy set was just too close to the net. Emily Muller, you need to have that set close to the net, but not that close. Emily Muller really had her timing off, no chance at that. And that lead, Blue Devil lead, is back to 10 at 19-9. Lisa Billick with the Blue Devil serve. Nina Camacho off her wrist and out of bounds. And this is dangerous territory for the Panthers now. The Blue Devils have hit 20. And the Panthers resting in single figures at 9. Steph Jones off the tip and rescued by the Blue Devils and over. They're really digging these balls out of here. Back set to Emily Muller, but she's way off balance. Had no chance at that one. Andrea Duval dug out of there by Alex Corey. On the 2-ball, Katie Kennedy, but did not fool Montelebo. From the right side, they don't do much from the right side, but that was Kelsey Janison with that right side attack. And it comes right back into a big gaping hole on the St. Clair side. And it's 21-9. Mount Lebanon 12-point lead here. And Yoko Nagao takes another timeout to try to rescue the troops here. One of the big problems that the Panthers have had, well, twofold really. What attacks they do get an opportunity for are going right to Lebo players. And there have been the timing's been off on the settings that Panthers really haven't given themselves much of a shot here for statistics. There've been four genuine kills on the night so far in game number 1. One by Nina Camacho, one by Stephanie Jones. Katie Mahenko and Emily Muller have the other two. 2 blocks for points by Katie Mahenko, and that pretty well sums up what's going on for the Panthers. They're getting good looks at the ball, and when they do have power, it's going off the Mount Lebanon blocks into places where the back row can get to it, keep the ball in play, and send it right back for a bump and an attack by the Blue Devils. Still time for the Panthers to come back, but they need a serious run of points right now. And the Blue Devils still in control of the serve and the ball. This is number 2, of course. That's Lisa Billick. She's the senior. She's libero. And the Panthers need a few points right now to keep game number 1 from getting away from him. Alex Corey lets that go, and it sails out of bounds just barely. Senior Katie Kennedy back with that jump serve. Back set to the right side. Katie Kennedy again up to the net, and who's going to come back with it? That's Stephanie Jones, but off balance. No precision attack to Andrea Duval, though, the left-hander from the left side. She's getting all the attack business tonight from that left side with power, and the Blue Devils get it right back with a 22-10 lead, 12-point advantage here in game number 1 of this best-of-5 match. Stephanie Jones just keeping that ball in play. Panthers need to take advantage of these attack opportunities just like that. Well, Catherine Trout sends it off a hand and down on the St. Clair side. 13-point lead for the Blue Devils, 23-10. Anna Sims, the senior, with the serve, and that one lands short and in. Well, the Panthers just a little bit out of sync here. It doesn't seem like anybody's really diving for these balls. Not like the enthusiasm the Blue Devils are showing right now, and that has kind of reflected in this 14-point deficit. 24-10 Lebo lead. They've now got 15 game points in hand right now. Nita Camacho to the front row. Emily Muller with a chance, but nice and softly off the Lebo block. Andrew Duval again with power, and that's that. That's game number 1. Mount Lebanon running away with it at 25-10. Stay with us. It'll only be microseconds for you. It'll be 3 minutes for us. Stay with us. We'll be right back for game number 2. Thanks for staying with us. We are back for game number 2 of this best-of-5 match between the Upper St. Clair Lady Panthers and the Blue Devils of Mount Lebanon. Mount Lebo, of course, took game number 1, 25-10, and an inauspicious start for the Panthers with a very nice kill by the Blue Devils and a 1-0 lead here in game number 2. I'm Kevin McGahey. Trevor McGahey is my cameraman tonight, and we hope you'll stay with us throughout the entire match with the so far undefeated Lady Panthers at 3-0. Up against the Mount Lebanon Blue Devils at 3-1. Alex Corey digging that one out and gets it right back to hoist it over. Nice dig by Alex. Into the nice St. Clair block. Emily Muller keeping that one alive. The set goes over to Caitlin McGahey on the right side. Called in. And it's 1-1. Seems to be some discussion going on over the bench. I never find out here. 14 rows up across the way. Senior Stephanie Jones with the serve. And just dumped over by the Blue Devils, keeping the ball alive. Kate McGahey with the set back to Stephanie Jones on the right side. Not much power on it. And of course, right to one of the Blue Devils. Whereas Mount Lebo, they're not hitting them all that hard, but they are finding the open spots. And there's a 2-1 Blue Devil lead. These matches are best of 5, 3 games. First 1 to 3 games wins it. Senior Anna Sims doing the serving, left-hander right now for the Blue Devils. Dug by Nita Camacho, goes right over and lands out. She got it right back over the net, but barely out. And it's a 3-1 Mount Lebanon lead. Anna Sims continues with the, sorry, that's number 6. Sorry, my bad, that's Andrea Duval. Left-hander with that Mount Lebo serve. Caitlin McGahey into the Lebo block, but dug out of there nicely to be kept in play. From the right side, Stephanie Jones with a dig. Somebody was in the net. One of the Panthers apparently. Sorry, I was looking the other way. Panther in the net. The net violation goes right back to the Blue Devils, and it's a 4-1 Mount Lebo lead here in game number 2. Andrea Duval still with a serve. Back set to Emily Muller off the tap. Kept in play. The Panthers just are not eluding these Lebo blocks. When they tip it up in the air, that gives the back line more time to look at it. Finally, from the back row, Stephanie Jones the overall kill leader last match. That's only her second so far of this entire match in 2 games. And it's a 4-2 rather. Mount Lebanon lead. Panthers trailing by 2. With junior Emily Muller with the serve. With power, that's Sarah Sherman, the junior outside hitter, off the St. Clair block and out of bounds. And that side out point goes right back to the Blue Devils. Catherine Trout, number 9, the senior, with the serve. Kate McGahey from the back row, diving serve, but dug out of there again by the Blue Devils. But that time, Caitlin McGahey finally with her second kill of the night. That just died as it went over the net, dove for the floor, and the Blue Devils unable to handle it. Caitlin McGahey takes a seat on the bench. Alex Davin, number 5, in doing the back row and the serving chores. Top spin serve handled by Catherine Trout. Panthers not diving for that one. That was Sarah Sherman again with power, and a slicing attack falls right where none of the Panthers were standing. 6-3, Lebo lead. Well, Alex Corey did have a good shot at it that time, but that bump went way wide. No setter within 10 feet of that, and it's a 7-3 Mount Lebo lead. Sophomore Kate Begor with the serve. Alex Corey that time gets to the front row. Katie Kennedy to Katie Mahenko. That's what we've been looking for. The decent set attack attempt. Katie Mahenko with her second kill of the night. And that's more like it from the Panthers. Now let's see if Nina Camacho can string a couple together here and get the Panthers back even. 7-4, Blue Devil lead. Top spin serve goes right back over the net, and Katie Mahenko chooses to play it. Stephanie Jones, somebody in the net, looks like, yes, number 25. That's sophomore Rebecca Reamer for the Blue Devils, under the net or into the net, and that violation sends the ball right back to the Panthers. Keep the serve, that is. Nita Camacho, the junior, once again with the serve. 7-5, Blue Devil lead. Katie Kennedy to Steph Jones, actually from the front row, but not by much. Pounds it down over the net, and right again, the Blue Devils getting all these balls. Very difficult for the Panthers to find open spaces on the Blue Devil side of the court. Alex Corey nicely just dribbles over the net. Back in the hands of the Blue Devils. Back set, Katie Mahenko, slicing attack. Yeah, that was a lift, yeah. Catherine Trout, that was one of those tweeners. You don't know whether to hit it underhanded or overhanded, and Catherine Trout kind of got caught in the lift. And the Panthers have fought back within one. It's a 7-6 Blue Devil lead. Nita Camacho continuing with the serve. A little bit short. That net's about 7-8. That one came in about 7-4. Service error sends the side out and point to the Blue Devils, where Sarah Sherman, the junior, will take over the serving chores. Alex Corey digging it out. Katie Kennedy with the set to Katie Mahenko, just dumping the ball over the net. That one is out, no tip. Yeah, that was out, legitimately out by about a foot, foot and a half. Panthers hanging around within one. It's 8-7. Free substitution to Emily Muller back on the floor. Libero Alex Corey goes out. Senior Katie Mahenko with the serve, and gravity was on their side, not ours. Serves are allowed to hit the net. They are playable in this league, but not if they're falling on your own side. Service error sends a side out and point back to the Blue Devils. Lisa Billick, the libero, with the serve. Emily Muller with this running the slide play and coming up short. Slide plays where the hitter circles around the setter to the right side. Setter back sets. Hitter is supposed to have slicing attack. That one went into the net, no good. 10-7 Blue Devil lead. Anita Camacho blinked it, rattled off her hands and off the back line. 4-point Blue Devil lead, 11-7. That's 3 points in a row after the Panthers had caught up nearly at 8-7 Katie Kennedy with that set, and no opportunity for the Panthers that time. Catherine Trout dug out of there by Alex Davin. Steph Jones dribbles it over the net. It's not always how hard you hit him, it's where you hit him. And Steph Jones with her third kill of the night to lead all Panthers. Substitution, Caitlin McGahey, number 11, back on the floor to do the frontline chores. Alex Davin takes a break. Jump serve by Katie Kennedy, all awkward, but it worked. Emily Muller, once again, well, it worked out for the Panthers. Emily Muller with a nice kill that time, but she's got to find the open spot. And Lebo keeps getting to these balls. They're getting to everything. Katie Kennedy, that's a better looking jump serve. Andrea Duval with the left hand long with power. And the Panthers have crept back now. It's 11-10, 1-point deficit. Senior Katie Kennedy is still with the serve. Good looking serve with power and barely kept alive by the Blue Devils. The back set the slide play again to Emily Muller. Caught up again by the Blue Devils. No attack attempt that time. Alex Corey. Steph Jones from the left side finds an empty spot. There we go. That's what we've been looking for, and the crowd shows their appreciation. You just got to find the open slot with those attacks, and sure enough, the Panthers have fought back to tie at 11-all. Katie Kennedy again with the serve. Nice 4-point run for the Panthers. Andrea Duval, and that time without power. Everybody was expecting that to come at him in a big hurry. That time she just sort of looped it over into the donut hole for a point. Anna Sims, the senior, with the Lebo serve. 12-11, 1-point Mount Lebanon lead. Nina Camacho overpassed that one, and it actually hit one of the pylons, the side pylon that holds the net up, and that is automatically a dead ball out of bounds. Point for Lebo. And a gift for the Panthers. That low serve almost hit the bottom of the net, almost went under it. Gives a point back, and it's 13-12 Blue Devils. Stephanie Jones, senior, with the serve. On the 2-ball into the Emily Muller block. Emily Muller with her first block for a point tonight, and the Panthers tie it up again at 13. Looking much better all of a sudden this game than last. Keeping even with the Blue Devils. Left side, Andrea Duval again with the power. Alex Corey comes up with it. From the back row, Steph Jones works. Steph Jones from the back row with kill number 5, and the Panthers have taken their first lead, I think, of this entire match at 14-13. Stephanie Jones with the serve. Overpass, but Catherine Trout, right, Johnny on the spot at the net, wallops that ball down to the St. Clair side to tie it back up at 14. Serve goes right back to the Blue Devils. Number 6, Andrea Duval, the senior outside hitter, with that serve. 14-all. Nina Camacho just shoving the ball over the net. Nothing for the Blue Devils to do but keep that one in play. Nina Camacho rolls it over the net, and a lift called. Timing gets off. When you can play that net as your 7th man, you usually upset the timing of the other team, and that's exactly what happened here. Emily Muller, the junior middle hitter, with the serve. That one came up short. That's an ugly set looking by the Blue Devils. Not much they could do with that, and it's a 2-point Panther lead, largest, of course, of the night for the Panthers. Emily Muller continuing with that serve. On the 2-ball, heads back over, did not fool the Panthers. Caitlin McGahey with a nice high set to Nina Camacho. Off a block and down, Nina Camacho with her second kill of the night. Off that tremendous set by Caitlin McGahey, and the Mount Lebanon Blue Devils take a quick timeout here, and there is life left in the Lady Panthers. And that was coincident with a number of positive happenings here. No service aces in the match at all yet for the Panthers, couple for the Blue Devils. Stephanie Jones leading all players with kills with 5 so far tonight. Bunch of people with 2. That would be Nina Camacho, Caitlin McGahey, Katie Mahenko, and Emily Muller. Katie Kennedy with 2 fabulous digs to keep balls in play. Alex Corey with 1, Stephanie Jones with 1. Katie Mahenko with 2 blocks for points, and Emily Muller with 1. The enthusiastic crowd. I can't recall in 4 years seeing a crowd this enthusiastic at a volleyball match. The student sections are small, but they are loud. Still great to see at a girls volleyball match, and we're glad they're here. Emily Muller with that serve. I think Lebo had a thought about letting that one go. It did not. No power that time. See what the Panthers could have for classic bump set and attack. Katie Mahenko, but right to the Lebo again, but that one comes up short. Sarah Sherman comes up short. Another point for the Panthers. Makes it now 18-14, a 4-point Panther lead, getting into dangerous territory here. Well, the kind of territory we want to be in. Leading when you get to 20. Well, that time that was just too much power on that, and good placement. Right between the Panther defenders. Now side out point to the Panthers. Catherine Trout, the big hitter, is on the back row now doing the serving. Let's see what the Panthers can do to get that point and side out right back. Caitlin McGahee just long. About a foot. I had a really good look at it, but a sail just about a foot long. Point for Mount Lebanon at 18-16. The Panthers are still leading though. Right side, Caitlin McGahee off the block, and 1-2. Can they get it back over? They do. Just over the net. Awkward, but it worked off the tip that time. Good. 3 more hits coming. 1, 2. And the attack from Nina Camacho right to the Blue Devils. They're getting to everything here. Somebody in the net. Couldn't see who it was. Sorry, I was blocked. One of the Blue Devils in the net. Oh, 25 was in the net. That is, of course, Rebecca Reamer, the sophomore, in the net for the Blue Devils. Side out end point for the Panthers. 3-point lead at 19-16. Alex Davin with the serve. Sarah Sherman into the block. The Katie Mahenko block works for a point. Third block for a point on the night for Katie Mahenko. Things looking very nice for the Panthers all of a sudden here with a 4-point lead at 20-16. In good-looking territory here. The Panthers desperate to even this match. It's no secret to anybody who saw this first game. The Panthers did not look good in game number 1, but this is a transformed team here in game number 2 with kills, digs, and good-looking setting, and that's what's brought them back. That accompanied by a couple of mistakes by the Blue Devils defenders, and suddenly Panthers looking pretty good shape here at 20-16. You like to see those blocks for points, and you like to see girls getting on the floor and digging those balls out of there. Lebo's been doing that all night. It's been very difficult for the Panther hitters to find open spots. But we'll see what happens now. Alex Davin, the senior, continues with the Upper St. Clair serve. Goes longish off Catherine Trout's wrist. That would be, who can they get it? No! There's the first service ace of the night. Doesn't have to land on the floor, but it doesn't come back, and that's a service ace for Alex Davin. 5-point Panther lead at 21-16. Catherine Trout again, kind of an overpass that time, but Sarah Sherman gets up high and lands it right in front of Alex Corey. Point and side out for the Blue Devils. Number 7 back on the floor for Mount Lebanon, Kelsey Janison, senior right side hitter. Kate Bigor, the sophomore setter, with the serve for Lebo. Stephanie Jones from the back row, but dug out of there by Catherine Trout. Sarah Sherman again, and finds it just inside the line. Panthers need to be a little quicker on their feet to get at those balls. That's what Mount Lebanon's been doing all night. Kate Bigor once again with that serve with a 3-point deficit. Panthers lead 21-18. Sarah Sherman just dumps it over the net. Katie Kennedy to Katie Mahenko with power. Katie Mahenko. There we go. Beautiful set. Beautiful attack, and a 4-point Panther lead at 22-18. The game goes to 25. You have to win it by 2. Nina Camacho, the junior, back with the serve. No mistakes for the Panthers now. Off the block, that's what you want. Keep the ball alive. Over by Katie Mahenko. To the back row, just out. By a foot and a half. Point inside out for the Blue Devils now. Panthers lead by 3, 22-19, and needing a couple of points right here to help put this game number 2 away. Back set to Katie Mahenko, just tapping the ball over the net. Lebo getting to it. It's Andrea Duval into the St. Clair block. Once again, but no power that time. Steph Jones now off the tip. Andrea Duval again with that left hand, fooling him off the hands of Nina Camacho and over the back line. The Panthers lead is down to 2. 22-20. They need a point in the side out right now, right here. Sarah Sherman with that serve. Steph Jones dribbles it right over the net, and Lebo's getting to it again. Andrea Duval. Alex Corey gets to it. Set from Katie Kennedy to Steph Jones. Dug out of there by Mount Lebanon. Right over the back, over the front line. Nobody covering the back. Steph Jones had a good look at it, and the Mount Lebanon Blue Devils will battle back within 1. Sarah Sherman continues with that serve. 22-21 St. Clair right now. Katie Mahenko, there you go with power. That's the nice set and kill. 4 kills on the night for Katie Mahenko. Panthers back in control with that 2-point lead at 23-21. 2 points right here would close out game number 2 and even this match at 1 game all. Just barely over the net. Andrea Duval off the block, and nobody coming in from behind. Nobody watching. (23-22). Panthers need this one. They've got the advantage. They get first crack at a bump set attack right now. There's the bump. Set. Katie Kennedy sent it over the 2 ball. Once again did not fool the Blue Devils, but that kind of works. A miscommunication on Mount Lebo, and now the Panthers have 2 game points in hand at 24-22. They just need 1 to close out game number 2. Jump serve by Katie Kennedy, drops over, doing fine. And from the back row, Sarah Sherman, not much on it. Here's the chance now. Katie Kennedy to Steph Jones into the block, kept alive by Caitlin McGahee. Once again, Steph Jones from the back row. There's the set to Caitlin McGahee off the net and rescued once again by Lebo. No attack attempt that time, and Steph Jones into the block and down. Lebo with the point, still 1 game point in hand for Upper St. Clair. It's 24-23. Should Lebo get this point and tie it up at 24, we go into overtime until somebody does win by 2. Caitlin McGahee, but hits it right to Sarah Sherman. Into the block and down. Emily Muller with a successful block, and Upper St. Clair comes away with game number 2 to even this matchup at 1 game all. 25-23. Stay with us. We'll take a quick break and be right back for game number 3. Game number 3 of this best of 5 match on September 13th, 2007 between the Upper St. Clair Panthers and the visiting Blue Devils from Mount Lebanon. And game 3 starts off with a bang. The first game the Panthers have scored point number 1, and that's Katie Kennedy. Unusual for Katie since she's the prime setter to have a kill, but that'll count. She lofted it right over into the donut hole, and it's 1-0 Panthers. Short set, playable off the structure. Alex Corey came down with it, but that's going to be 4 hits. Tough to see when that disappears up into the structure. Your vision and timing gets all off, and that one lands in the St. Clair side, and Mount Lebanon with the point and the side out. Senior Anna Sims with the serve. From the back row, that's Stephanie Jones. Back set to Catherine Trout, blocked nicely, but falls in a spot right in front of Caitlin McGahee, just not quick enough to get to that. The block was in the right spot, but the ball dribbled off to a bad one. 2-1 Blue Devil lead here in game number 3 of this best of 5 match. It's one game all. This one's going to go at least 4, and that serve sails way wide, and it's 2-2. Senior Stephanie Jones with the serve. And there's an ace for Stephanie Jones. We'll take that off the wrist of Sarah Sherman, but it didn't come back. That's an ace in my book, no matter how you slice it. Stephanie Jones continues with that serve. Sarah Sherman sends it right back. Set from Katie Kennedy. Anita Camacho. What happened here? Yeah, foot violation looks like from Anita Camacho. She was headed to hit that ball, ended up tapping it over and slid just under the net. So it's 3-3 is what it is, tied up at 3. Andrew Duval, the left-hander with the serve, lands in. That's something the Panthers should have gotten to. Girls need to be calling that. That one landed just inside the outside line. Ace for the Mount Lebanon Blue Devils, and a 4-3 lead now in game number 3 of this best-of-5 match. Floater serve, a knuckleball. I wouldn't want to have to be out there serving that one, but there's Stephanie Jones from the back row. Leading killer tonight for the St. Clair Panthers, now with 6, and the game's knotted up at 4. Stephanie Jones is always hit with power, and we always wish she were about 4 inches taller. But when you can hit like that from the back row, we'll take it. Junior Emily Muller with the serve. Left side Sarah Sherman off the St. Clair block. Caitlin McGahee got under it long, no tap. Nope, just long. Point and side out to Lebo. Catherine Trout, the senior middle blocker with that serving chores for Mount Lebanon. Caitlin McGahee with another shot, and that one goes way wide. Must have rolled off her wrist. She had a pretty good look at it, but is looking to place that thing where nobody was standing, and it sailed just wide. Into the Lebo bench. 6-4 Mount Lebanon lead. Stephanie Jones to the front row. Sarah Sherman off the block. Alex Corey keeping it alive. Well done. Great dig by Alex. Net, sorry, I missed which player was in the net for Mount Lebanon, but they were in the net. The net violation gives a point and the side out to the Panthers, where Alex Davin will take care of the serving chores right now for the Panthers, who could use a few points to the lead right now. Lift, yeah, lift called. You saw her body was twisted kind of sideways, and she tried to direct that ball back to the front row and got under it, lifted it, sort of shoved it over to the hitter. That's no good, and it's a point for Panthers again. 6-6, game number 3 all tied up. Overpass. Katie Mahenko knows what to do with that. When that overpass comes to the net, it's either going to be a joust or the opposite team's going to get it for a point. That's just what Katie Mahenko did, is walloped it right back down to the polyurethane. Her 5th kill of the night, 5 for Katie Mahenko. Alex Davin with the serve and a 1-point lead at 7-6 Panthers. Sarah Sherman right there. Alex Corey with a beautiful dig. Steph Jones again from the back row. Short set. Alex Davin with the one-arm dig. Well done by Katie Kennedy with some top spin on that thing. All made possible by that Alex Davin dig. 2 kills on the night for Katie Kennedy. Very unusual, and a 2-point Panther lead. Well done, Katie. Alex Davin continuing with that serve. Sarah Sherman off the block. Yes, off the St. Clair block and out of bounds. Point and side out for Mount Lebanon. Still trailed by 1. Panthers lead 8-7. Substitution number 13 goes out. That's Darcy Smith. Number 7 back on the floor. That's Kelsey Janison. Excuse me. We've seen her a good bit in this match. And that's Kate Begor, the sophomore, with the serve from the back row. Steph Jones into the net and works out just fine. Steph Jones with one more kill. from the back row, 7 on the night for her. Junior Nina Camacho, number 9, with the Upper St. Clair serve coming up. Short back set, and there Sarah Sherman had a pretty decent look at it, but walloped it right into the net. And the Panthers will stretch out a 10-7 lead now here in game number 3. Vastly different from the first game, where the Panthers just did not seem to be involved at all. Now have got the Blue Devils pretty much right where they want them. Alex Corey with another brilliant dig. Steph Jones off balance, but does get it over the net. Sarah Sherman, no power. Dug out by Katie Kennedy, lofted over by Alex Corey. Well done again, Katie. Short set into the St. Clair block. Caitlin McGahey with that one, I think. No, that's Katie Kennedy. There's 3 Kates on this doggone team. Katie Mahinko with that block, and the attack sails just long. No tip. No Lebo player touched it. Sails about 2 feet long. Point and side out for Mount Lebanon. Sarah Sherman with the serve. Back set to Katie Mahinko off the block and dug out of there again by Lebo. They've been getting the balls all night long. And that one just shoved over the net by Sarah Sherman. The net disrupted everybody's timing. It rolls over onto the St. Clair side. And Lebo's back within 1 at 10-9. Panthers lead by 1. Steph Jones with a good look, and one of the Lebo players in the net. Sorry, I could not tell you which one. And that violation gives the point and side out back to the Panthers. Emily Muller, the 6'2 sophomore, back in the front line for the Panthers now. Katie Mahinko, the senior, doing the serving. Back set, and off the Emily Muller tip. Kelsey Janison with the successful attack that time, and the Lebo's back within 1. 11-10 Panther lead. Steph Jones. That time the short set goes to Catherine Trout, dug out of there by Nina Camacho. Not much for Lebo to work with that time. Nina Camacho to the front line. Katie Kennedy with the back set to Emily Muller. Comes up short, not even into the block. That one went straight down into the Panther net. That point gives Lebo the point, and it's tied up now 11-all. Game number 3 of this best-of-5 match. Overpass goes, well, either way. Point from Mount Lebanon. Katie Kennedy slid into the net. And the Mount Lebanon Blue Devils with their first lead of the night, of the game number 3, that is, at 12-11. Steph Jones, though, comes right back with power off the hands of Lisa Billick. And Stephanie Jones, 8 kills on the night for her. Caitlin McGahey, the senior right side hitter, checks back in. Alex Davin checks out. Those two switch. Alex plays back row. Caitlin plays front row, and jump server Katie Kennedy with the serve. Just gets over the net. Lofted over by Lebo. Let's see a bump set to Caitlin McGahey, and that attack. Caitlin McGahey with her 3rd kill of the night. The Panthers grab the lead back at 13-12. So far in these middle numbers here in game number 3, it's been a seesaw. I think 3 points has been the biggest lead in this game. Katie Kennedy again with a service ace off the hands of Andrea Duval, the senior. Katie Kennedy with her first of the night, 3 total aces for the team. And it's a 2-point Panther lead, 14-12. Katie Kennedy once again dug out of there by Lebo this time. Short set to Catherine Trout, but rescued without much power on it, but it went over. Caitlin McGahey into the net. Dug out of there, some confusion at the front line, and Lebo is just keeping that ball in play. Steph Jones now into the Lebo block, and it comes right back down to St. Clair side. Point and side out for Mount Lebanon. Still a 1-point Panther lead at 14-13. Diving serve. Well, that one was an overpass, came right to the net. Catherine Trout knew what to do with it to keep it out of the hands of the St. Clair Panthers, and she sure enough did it. Alex Corey had a good look at it, but not enough to keep that one in play. And now the seesaw has gone back in the Mount Lebanon Blue Devils' favor at 15-14. Little dump serve, pancake attempt by Alex Corey. Hits the floor instead, and Lebo's got themselves a 2-point lead now at 16-14. Anna Sims with that serve. Goes right in the donut hole again, but this time comes out with it. Caitlin McGahey with the set and the kill. 4 on the night for her. Stephanie Jones in there with 8. Katie Mahenko with 5. Caitlin McGahey with 4. Panthers back within 1. 16-15 Blue Devils. Steph Jones, a senior, with the serve. Goes right back over, and Emily Muller wallops that one right back at Mount Lebo, and it's a 16-all tie, game number 3. To see if the Panthers can string together a couple of well-needed points right now. Set to the net, back set to Catherine Trout. Alex Corey, though, digs it out. Sends it right back over. Andrea Duval off balance. Caitlin McGahey with the set to Nita Camacho. To the net, and that'll drop in. Oh, point. I wondered what that was going to call. Point to the Panthers. It landed out, but I wasn't sure whether a Panther had touched it or not. Apparently not. It hit the top of the net, rolled back and out of bounds. The referee had the best look in the house at that one, and it's point Panther. Stephanie Jones with the serve. That nicely dug out by Caitlin McGahey. Nina Camacho keeping the ball in play. And from the back row, Steph Jones just got it rolled off her hand. She had a great look at it. Timing a little bit off. Point side out for the Blue Devils, and it's 17-17, all tied up. It's going back and forth. This has been the closest game we've seen tonight. Panthers need this one back. It sails wide. That was a real live floater. I could read Mizuno all the way up here in the 14th row, clear as a bell. Panthers lead back to 1. Emily Muller, the junior, with the serve. Nothing for the Blue Devils that time. Katie Kennedy with the set. Oh, the slide play. Caitlin McGahey off the tip. Caitlin McGahey runs the slide play behind the set. Off the Mount Lebo, tipping out of bounds. The lead is back to 2 for the Panthers at 19-17. And Coach Dawn Bigor for the Mount Lebanon Blue Devils takes a quick timeout. I'm sure she doesn't want to let this one get away, but the Panthers have put themselves in pretty decent territory right now, approaching the 20s and a 2-point lead. Stephanie Jones has upped her kill total tonight to 8. Caitlin McGahey and Katie Mahenko tied for 2. And most remarkable of all, Katie Kennedy, who usually doesn't get them, has 2 kills herself on the night. Lots of nice digs to talk about. This has been spread out. Nearly everybody's got one. Alex Davin, Alex Corey, Nina Camacho, all rescuing balls that otherwise would have hit the polyurethane and gone for points. 3 service aces on the night. Alex Davin, Stephanie Jones, and Katie Kennedy. Emily Muller sets up with the serve here, and it'd be nice if the Panthers ran a couple more points off here to give themselves a bit of a cushion. You may remember the scores from the previous games. Panthers weren't really in game number 1, lost that one 25-10, but came back to win game number 2, 25-23. And this one looks like it might end up in that kind of territory as well. This has been nip and tuck close all the way. Sarah Sherman with a powerful attack off Katie Mahenko's hand. She's grimacing in pain there a little bit. Might have been a finger back, but she's still in it. Point inside out to the Blue Devils. Catherine Trout, the senior, playing the back line with the serve. Caitlin McGahey once again. With a nice kill, but somebody from the Panthers was in the net. I was screened by the referee, couldn't see. But that net violation sends the point right back to the Blue Devils. Katie Mahenko off the tip, but right to Catherine Trout. Sarah Sherman. There was a big gaping hole right there in the middle of the court, and sure enough, Sarah Sherman found it. And now the Mount Lebanon Blue Devils have a 1-point lead at 20-19, with the Panthers needing a side out right now. Nina Camacho. But right to Sarah Sherman, who gets the ball right back for the attack attempt. Not that time. Katie Kennedy, though, digs it out. But Katie Mahenko couldn't handle it. Nice dig by Katie Kennedy anyway. 3 for her on the night. You like to see those goals on the floor, but the timeout now called by Coach Yoko Nagao of Upper St. Clair, who has seen that 2-point lead evaporate now. It was 19-17, and the Blue Devils will come right back with 14 points at a key juncture in this game. The lead 21-19. This is not exactly what you want to be doing. The Panthers really desperately need a side out, and that point right now where they were pretty much in control of this game most of the way. And lately here, since it was about 13-all, the Mount Lebanon Blue Devils have come back with some strong attacks and a couple of mistakes by the Panthers. Let's see whether the Panthers can regroup and get this match all knotted up right away. This is the pivotal game of the match. This will be 2-1. The match goes to 5. But the winner of this game would have a distinct advantage going into game number 4, which is inevitable. We're going to have a game number 4. It's just we'd like the Panthers to be in control heading into it. Catherine Trout once again with that serve. Alex Corey not able to handle it, so didn't seem to be much on it, but it caught her way up on the chest and did not bump it to the front line like she's supposed to. Substitution, Emily Muller substituting for Alex Corey right now. Unusual to see Emily Muller playing the back line, and a substitution for Emily Muller. This is Rachel Jones on the floor for the first time this season. Caitlin McGahee into the Lebo block, and Katie Mahenko takes care of business, putting it down for an Upper St. Clair point. 6 kills on the night for Katie Mahenko. Panthers get 1 back. They need 2 more right now. They're trailing by 2, 22-20. Alex Davin needs some English on this ball right away. Overpass. Success. Katie Mahenko takes care of the overpass. 7 kills for Katie. Panthers get another one back. 22-21. Alex Davin with the serve once again. Panthers needing 1 more to tie this game back up. Sarah Sherman didn't fool the Panthers that time. Katie Mahenko, but dug out of there by the Blue Devils. Well done. Back set. Mahenko again off a tip. Joust at the net. Once again won by the Panthers, and Katie Mahenko. 3 kills in a row for Katie Mahenko. Brings the Panthers back to tie at 22. Just what we needed at a great juncture in the match. Panthers and Blue Devils tied up at 22. These last 2 games have been going back and forth, nip and tuck. I don't think anybody's had more than a 3-point lead in either of these 2 games. But Katie Mahenko, with these 3 kills right back to back to back, has come to tie Stephanie Jones for the team lead just when the Panthers needed them. And still the Panthers with a serve at Alex Davin taking care of those chores. But as you might know, the receiving team has a bit of an advantage in volleyball because they've got the first shot at coming up with a clean bump set attack. Let's see if Alex can put the little stealth ball, fool him a little bit here. Overpass. Oh, Katie Mahenko had a great look at it and put it down on our side of the net, not theirs. Too bad. Katie had a great look at that overpass. And Lebo leads by 1 with Kate Begor, the sophomore, doing the serving for Mount Lebanon. In the back row, Steph Jones. Just barely. Oh, again, not much on it. But Rebecca Reamer, the sophomore, puts Mount Lebanon in game territory here at 25-22, or 24, excuse me, 22, and they only need 25 to win. Kate Begor with the serve. That really didn't have much on it at all, but the Panthers unable to come up with it. Steph Jones. Nina Camacho, but hits it right to Catherine Trout. Nothing for the Blue Devils. Let's see what the Panthers can do with it this time. Back to Nina Camacho. Dug out of there by Lebo. Sarah Sherman. Nina Camacho once again lands in that time, and the Panthers rescue 1. 24-23 off Nina Camacho's third kill. But here again, the receiving team has the advantage. Panthers really need a good serve and some great defense to pull this one to 24 to have a chance to win game number 3 in overtime. Successful serve. Not much on that return. Katie Kennedy with the 2-ball over. 1-2. That counts. Now let's see what we can do for an attack. Katie Mahenko dumps it over, and it's going to overtime. Well timed again. Katie Mahenko. Yeah, that's not how hard you hit him, it's where. And the Panthers have come back to tie this match up and send it into overtime. Somebody has to win by 2. Let's hope it's us. Nina Camacho with the first serve in overtime. Dug out of there by Alex Davin from the back row. Nina Camacho, but Lebo's got it right at the net. Just over. Point to the Panthers. Looked like somebody from Lebo was in the net. Is that what the call was? And the Panthers have control at 25-24. One more point needed to take away game number 3. Just over the net. Rescued by the Blue Devils and over, not over. And Upper St. Clair has come back from being written off in game number 3 to win 26-24 and take a 2-1 lead in this match. Stay with us, everybody. I'll recover my voice and we'll be right back for game number 4. Well, I've recovered my voice somewhat. This is Kevin McGahey back with you for game number 4 of this best-of-5 match between the visiting Mount Lebanon Blue Devils and the homestanding Upper St. Clair Panthers, which has turned into something remarkable. We thought maybe after watching the first game of this match, where the Panthers they looked lethargic and ended up losing 25-10. They've come back to win games 2 and 3 by 2-point margins. Katie Kennedy with the opening serving chores that time, serving it right into the net and giving Mount Lebo a quick point. And Lebo leads 1-0 in game number 4 of this best-of-5 match. St. Clair leads 2-1. You have to win 3 to make it a match. Back set to Steph Jones into the Lebo block and out of bounds. Point to Mount Lebo, and it's 2-0 early here, game number 4 of this best-of-5 match. Anna Sims, the senior, with the serve for Lebo. Well, that was an overpass by Alex Corey, went right to the net, and nobody did anything about it. So it's 3-0. Blue Devils. Caitlin McGahey with the attack attempt into the block, and 4-0 all of a sudden. Not a great start for the Panthers here in game number 4, but let's see what they can do to get on track and recoup some of these lost points all of a sudden. Anna Sims continues with that serve, just dumps it over. Nina Camacho got to it, but didn't get any loft on it, and nobody following up. And Lebo's got the first 5 points to open game number 4, 5-0. Caitlin McGahey again. Picked up by Lebo over on the 2-ball. Alex Corey back with it. Steph Jones with power. Steph Jones. 9 kills on the night for her. And the Panthers break the ice here and break that string of 5 points, but they still trail by 4. It's a 5-1 Blue Devil lead, game number 4. Catherine Trout off the St. Clair block. Nicely done by Emily Muller. Nina Camacho. Nina back with that ball. And a successful kill off the gorgeous set. Panthers got 2 of them back. 5-2. Trail by 3. Here in game number 4, Stephanie Jones continues with that serve. Oh, a tough point. That's 2 serves into the net just in this match so far for the Panthers. Let's hope they're not getting tired. Andrea Duval, the senior left-handed server for Mount Lebanon. Either somebody drooled or sweat or spit or something on the St. Clair side. They've toweled that up. We don't want anybody doing any dangerous slipping and whacking their heads on this floor. Andrea Duval with the serve. Nina Camacho, left side, finds a spot right in the middle, right in front of the libero number 2, Lisa Billick. Nina Camacho, 5 kills on the night for her. Panthers trail by 3, 6-3. Blue Devils. Emily Muller, this junior, with the serve. Dug out of there nicely by Lebo, and they do get it over. Nina Camacho off the block. This one goes back to Sarah Sherman. Off the tip, Emily Muller should have let that one go, but she did tap it. It goes over the back line. A point for Blue Devils. Catherine Trout, the senior number 9, with the Lebo serve. Caitlin McGahee with a successful kill from the right side, right in front of Catherine Trout. 6 on the night for Caitlin. Panthers hanging. Oh, she has to substitute now Alex Davin for the back row chores. 3-point deficit for the Panthers. Blue Devils lead 7-4. Sarah Sherman from the back row, dug out of there by Steph Jones. Nina Camacho over and off an arm and rescued by the Blue Devils, but no chance at a kill. But there's an attempt by Katie Mahenko, still dug out of there by Mount Lebanon. They've been getting at these balls all night long. 2 ball by Katie Kennedy, didn't fool anybody. Sarah Sherman, Cernov right in front of Alex Corey. Blue Devil lead is 4, 8-4. It is game number 4, this best of 5 match. St. Clair leads 2 games to 1. Katie Mahenko keeping the ball not in play. That one went wide by a couple of feet. 9-4, Mount Lebanon lead. Kate Begor, sophomore, with the serve. That one was headed out of bounds. Alex Davin really had no business going after that one. That was going wide into the St. Clair bench, but she did go after it. Did not retrieve it, and it's a 6-point Mount Lebanon lead at 10-4. Katie Mahenko with a dink shot did not fool anybody. A lift called. We'll take it. Bonus for the Panthers. Point and side out for St. Clair. The 5-point deficit at 10-5 now. Nina Camacho, the junior, with the serve. Another service error. That's 3 this game for the Panthers. Not doing themselves any favors right now in the serving department. Trail by 6 now. 11-5. Mount Lebanon lead. St. Clair cannot get too far behind against a team like the Mount Lebanon Blue Devils. Steph Jones isn't going to see that happen. 10 kills on the night for Stephanie Jones. 11-6 is the lead. Panthers get the side out and the serve back. Emily Muller checks back on the floor. The 6'2 sophomore, junior. Katie Mahenk with almost another service error, but it does go over and shot back by the Blue Devils. Steph Jones into the Lebo block. It was kind of an awkward set. Steph Jones really had to stretch for that one. Wasn't going to get any power on it anyway. Came over the top and down into the net, and it's 12-6. 6-point Lebo lead. Served by Lisa Billick doing the serving right now for Lebo. Catherine Trout off the arms of Alex Davin and out of bounds. Yeah, timeout called by Coach Yoko Nagao for Upper St. Clair. This is no time to let this one start getting away. These last 2 games were close the entire way. The 7-point lead is the largest lead by any team since the first game of this match. And it's a case of service errors and a little bit of power by Mount Lebo. It's kind of a combination of things going on here for the Panthers, but what they do need to be doing is digging for balls, mounting some defense, blocking some of these attacks by the Blue Devils, and they'll get back in this game. This is not out of reach by any stretch of the imagination, but now's the time for them to get moving here. It'll still be the senior libero, Lisa Billick, number 2, with the serve for Lebo. Panthers trailing by 7. Lands in. There's some confusion, a mistake on that back line again. Some confusion between Alex Corey and Nita Camacho. Lets that one land right inside the back line. Steph Jones over the block, and there's a point for St. Clair. Just what we needed. Steph Jones with her 11th kill of the night, and the Panthers get back within 7. It's 14-7. Senior Katie Kennedy with the lead. Senior right side hitter Caitlin McGahey checks right back in, and a good jump serve by Katie Kennedy. Nothing much come from Mount Lebanon. Double hit called on Katie Kennedy on that twisting set. Her body got all twisted up. She tried to direct it over to the left side. Didn't quite work, and Lebo leads again by 8 at 15-7. Anna Sims with the serve. Caitlin McGahey with the attack that goes right into the net. Unfortunately, had nothing on it. The lead is now 9 for Lebo, 16-9, reminiscent of game number 1 of this match. Back set to Steph Jones, had to stretch over back for that one, not well placed. Nice block by Emily Muller, but retrieved by the Blue Devils. Emily Muller into the block, retrieves it, can't hit it twice in a row. And the Lebo lead has stretched out to 10 at 17-7. Catherine Trout. Net violation by the Panthers. Either way gets that point right back to the Blue Devils. They now lead by 11 at 18-7. And a service ace. That would land right in front of Rachel Jones. She's a freshman. Unusual to be a freshman starting varsity, playing varsity for Yoko Nagao, but she's doing it. 12-point lead for Lebo at 19-7. Andrea Duval with that one for Lebo. Emily Muller with a pretty good look at it, but larching way back, got under the ball, sailed it way long. And the Panthers in some trouble here in game number 4. It's 20-7, 13-point Lebo lead. Well, there's a gift for the Panthers. Not sure how much is going to help in this game, but we'll take it. It's 20-8. Stephanie Jones with the serve. Lebo with a 12-point lead. And the ace for Stephanie Jones. You get them back one at a time, I guess, and that's 2 aces on the night for Stephanie Jones. 11-point deficit for the Panthers. Catherine Trout, Stephanie Jones with an excellent recovery. Took that one in the mug. But not enough to keep the ball in play, and it's a 12-point Lebo lead at 21-9. Sarah Sherman, but did not fool the Panthers. Back set to Emily Muller. Slicing attack, but no power on it. And that one sailed from the set, from the Kate Bigor set, sailed over Catherine Trout. Point inside out for the Panthers, still trailing by 11. It's 21-10. Emily Muller with the serve. Sarah Sherman again. Stephanie Jones with a nice dig, but it sails into the scorer's bench. 22-10, 12-point Lebo lead. Double hit called on Katie Kennedy with what looked like a pretty decent set opportunity. Too much spin on the ball. It's a double hit. Violation point to Lebo. Caitlin McGahey from the back row right to Catherine Trout. Nice block by Emily Muller. A lift call by Lebo. One more point. There's still hope for the Panthers, trailing by 12, 23-11. Caitlin McGahey goes out. Alex Davin comes in. Nice block by Katie Kennedy. Katie Mahenko off the tip. Yes, off the tip and out of bounds. Katie Mahenko with her 10th kill of the night. 23-12. Panthers still in dangerous territory, but creeping back one by one. It'll take a miracle, but let's see. Miracles have happened before. Alex Davin with the serve. Sarah Sherman. Alex Davin got to it, but it rolled off her and off the back line. And now Lebo in pretty safe territory here with something like 12 game points in hand. This will inevitably send this match to a 5th game. This 5th game will be to 15, not to 25. Serve goes long. 24-13. Panthers still alive, but only one miscue, and this game would be over. 24-13 is that score. Nina Camacho with the serve and long, and that'll finish up game number 4. Panthers now looking terribly good in this one, with Mount Lebanon taking game number 4, 25-13. This will take it to a 5th and deciding game. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back. We're glad you've been with us. This is a long match. My name is Kevin McGahey. My videographer is Trevor McGahey, and we are set for the final and deciding game of this match. Tonight is 2 games all, and in volleyball, this 5th game goes to 15 points, not 25. You still have to win it by 2, but it's a shorter contest than the 3rd and deciding game of a match. Caitlin McGahey with the attempt, lands in. No, it's called out. Line judge called it in. Umpire called it out. And it's a 2-0 Mount Lebo lead in the 5th and deciding game of this match. Nice dig attempt by Nina Camacho and Alex Corey, but it rattles off their wrists and out of bounds, and this is not how St. Clair wanted to start game number 5, when it only goes to 15, being down early 3-0. Anna Sims with that serve. Alex Corey digs it out. It goes back over the net and out of bounds. They're picking on Alex Corey now with these serves. Steph Jones into the Lebo block, comes right back successfully. Caitlin McGahey from the right side now and dribbles over the block and down. First point of game number 5 from Caitlin McGahey with her 7th kill on the night. Panthers still trail by 3. It's 4-1 Lebo. Stephanie Jones with the serve. Right back, and net violation by Mount Lebo gives the Panthers that point. 4-2 now. Panthers need to get back in this game right now. Overpass came right to the net, but Panthers unable to stuff it down. Panthers net violation that time. Probably Emily Muller had backed into the net. 3-point Lebo lead at 5-2, and Panthers need to side out and get this one back right away. Andrea Duval, the left-hand server, gives the Panthers a gift, looking to place it on the left side of the Panthers defense. That one probably wasn't destined for in anyway. Emily Muller now, the junior, with the serve. Same result. Well, what the volleyball gods give, they take it away, and Emily Muller wallops one right into the net. Lebo lead back to 3 at 6-3. Catherine Trout with the serve. That one finally goes over. Katie Mahenko just dumps it over, no power. Great placement, and it's 11 kills on the night for Katie Mahenko. Substitution Alex Davin playing the back row doing the serving. Caitlin McGahee takes a break. We hope there's enough points left to get her back on the floor. Sarah Sherman off the St. Clair block and no right in front of Alex Gorey. Lead is back to 3. Panthers need to eat into that, get this game tied back up if they hope to be in this as we get to 15-point territory. 7-4, Mount Lebanon lead. Kate Begor with that serve. Sarah Sherman. Katie Mahenko right over the block and down. Katie Mahenko. 12 kills on the night, now takes the lead over Stephanie Jones with 11. Panthers back within 2. It's 7-5 in game number 5. Panthers trail. This game only goes to 15, not to 25. Nina Camacho with the serve. Another service error. That one goes wide. That one goes wide. Back lead is back to 3 for Lebo, 8-5. Sarah Sherman with the serve. Steph Jones with the attack. Didn't fool anybody. Sent right to Lebo. Yet another net violation, an error for St. Clair. Gives Lebo another point now at 9-5. Sarah Sherman continuing with the serve. Panthers need this point and side out right now. Steph Jones, but kept alive by Sarah Sherman. Lands in. That one. The wind currents were with us that time. I know Sarah thought that one was going to land out. Gravity kept it in. Point for the Panthers, trailing by 3, 9-6. And the Panthers need a run of points, and they need them now. Trading points at this stage is not going to help. Back set. Kelsey Janison that time with a nice attack. Lisa Billick with that serve. Steph Jones off the block and out of bounds. Nice kill by Steph Jones, but here again, trading points is not going to do it. Caitlin McGahee checks back in. Number 11 for front row play. Alex Davin out. Katie Kennedy with the serve. Andrea Duval with the left hand. Steph Jones lofts it over, but Kate Begor was right there waiting. And over by Nina Camacho. No power for the Panthers that time. Katie Kennedy got her wrist on it, but it sails into the Lebo bench. Panthers trail by 4, 11-7. Anna Sims with the Mount Lebanon serve. Caitlin McGahee lands one in. Caitlin, 8 kills on the night for her, but here again, Panthers can't be trading points. They need a run, and they need it now. Well, they needed it before, but at least there's still time. Stephanie Jones, a senior, with the serve. Very nice in the back row by Sarah Sherman. Caitlin McGahee again, but dug out of there. Kept alive. Nina Camacho keeps it alive. Caitlin McGahee. Top spin. Overpass off the wrist of Katie Kennedy and over the back line. That lead still remains 4 for the Panthers. Yoko Nagao, coach for St. Clair, takes a quick timeout. But she sees the same thing we do from up here, that trading points is not going to get the Panthers back into this. And the Panthers just unable to string 2 or 3 back-to-back. Once Lebo got that early lead, they've been just trading points ever since. It was 5-1, 4-point lead, and here it is 12-8 with 3 points to go for Lebo. Let's see what Coach Nagao's got up her sleeve to get the Panthers a decent bump set attack here for kills. Speaking of kills, Stephanie Jones and Katie Mahenko lead all scorers tonight with 12 kills each. Caitlin McGahee at next with 8. Nina Camacho with 5. Emily Muller with 3. And Katie Kennedy even in there with 2. Katie Mahenko 3 blocks for points. Emily Muller 1. 4 service aces tonight for the Panthers. Stephanie Jones has 2. Alex Davin 1 and Katie Kennedy 1. The back set, Catherine Trout off the block, kept in by the Panthers. Katie Kennedy just keeping that ball in play. Well, it's playable, it's playable. Who's got it? Kept in by the Panthers. Well done. It can hit the ceiling. It's playable. Dug out by Katie Kennedy. Touched by the Blue Devils. Best rally of the night. Nina Camacho off a block. Sarah Sherman into the net. Panthers come up with it. But here again, 1 point is not going. It's a beautiful rally. The best I've seen this season. But the Panthers need 3 more of those, and they need them now. Here at crunch time, the freshman Rachel Jones with the serve. Yeah, that was right at the net. Catherine Trout had a great look at that. 4-point Lebo lead at 13-9. Catherine Trout now thankfully on the back row. Nina Camacho just shoves it over. It's not how hard you hit him, it's where. Panthers still alive, but here again we've been trading points for what seems like an eternity here. Alex Davin with the serve. Sarah Sherman now. There's the break the Panthers might have needed. And Dawn Bigor, coach of the Mount Lebanon Blue Devils, takes a timeout. It's 13-11. Panthers with a 2-point deficit. Finally strung together 2 points back to back. First time that's happened for them, I think, in this entire match. And here at crunch time, this is it. This is a game to 15. You win it by 2 and the match is over. Alex Davin will continue with the serve. The Panthers have their freshman in the lineup right now, which we find unusual, but Rachel Jones gets her shot at stardom here. If she could pull a rabbit or 2 out of her hat. Emily Muller, the tall middle hitter for the Panthers, is out, as is Caitlin McGahee, the right side hitter. Let's see what Alex Davin can do. Lands in. The call is in by the line judge. Service ace for Alex Davin. And the Panthers are back within 1 at 13-12. Sarah Sherman with power, not that time by Rachel Jones. And now it's double match point for the Mount Lebanon Blue Devils. Don't forget though, the receiving team has the advantage of first crack at a bump set attack. Lift call by Lebo, there it is. 14-13 right now. The Panthers need a point. We get to 14. This game goes into overtime. And Nina Camacho needs a classic good serve right now. Serve is done nicely. What's Lebo got now? Sarah Sherman from the right side. It's playable. Nicely dug by Alex Davin off in the back row. Davin lofts it over. The block! The Katie Mahenko block for a point. 4 on the night, and this match is all knotted up at 14. We'll go into overtime. Timeout taken by the Mount Lebanon Blue Devils. And the Panthers given up for dead not too long ago. There's life still in the Panthers at 14 all. Somebody's got to score 2 points to make this one work. Lively crowd here, keeping things interesting for everybody. Panthers with the serve, junior Nina Camacho doing these chores, and it's up to the Panther defense now to keep that first bump set attack from happening. There's the whistle, serve is over. Just a dump over, Katie Kennedy digs that one out. Katie Mahenko to the back line, Rachel Jones keeps it alive. Nothing for the Blue Devils to do that. Oh, Katie Mahenko didn't use it. Kept alive by Steph Jones and the Panthers. Sarah Sherman, though, with power lands in. And the Blue Devils have the first point in overtime at 15-14. They still have to win by 2. And the receiving team has the advantage. Katie Kennedy with the set to Katie Mahenko. Dug by Catherine Trout from the back row now. Nothing for the Blue Devils. Steph Jones with power. Sarah Sherman came up with that one. Andrea Duval. Steph Jones again. Well, that's not quite the way to end an exciting match like that. A double hit called on Alex Davin. I don't know about that one, and I'm sitting 14 rows back. But the Mount Lebanon Blue Devils come away with a thrilling 5-game victory over the homestanding Panthers of Upper St. Clair by scores of 25-10, 23-25, 24-26. Mount Lebanon won the 4th game 25-23, and they capture game number 5, 16-14 in a thriller. We're glad you were with us through the entire match. My name's Kevin McGahey. I've done the announcing tonight. My videographer has been Trevor McGahey. We're glad you were watching Cable 7. Thanks, everybody. Stay tuned for future matches, that is. Thanks, everybody, and good night.